mainly talking about NFC South because we had the Falcons and Saints play. Main question for you guys is, I feel like all those teams are on the same level. All those teams can be inconsistent when you're looking at the top end of that division. Like, who is the best team? Like, who should be the favorite to win that division at the moment? The Falcons, Saints, and the Bucks. Because even the Panthers now seem like they're leaning towards being better than shit.
I think as of now, I lean the Bucks, but the Falcons, I think, are going to get it going. Their defense looked really good this week. Their offense looked terrible, like always. The Saints, they're just inconsistent. If they played a hard game, they just can't. Like, again, this is another one of those teams where they'll just get it to the 30-yard line and they can't get it past there.
I feel like the Saints are dependent on big plays.
Well, they were eating when Taysom Hill in the first half. He had 2 touchdowns in the first half, and as soon as he got hurt, that kind of killed their like special weapon option, and especially in the red zone.
Which is weird because then they tried it later without him. They were trying like with their quarterback, Derek Carr. Oh my gosh, they were trying to just quarterback sneak for some reason, doing the Taysom Hill stuff, and then on 4th down they give it to Alvin Kamara, and he just takes him like 9 yards to get a touchdown. And I was like, well, why are we not running Kamara like this? So their offense is just obviously it's really good, and I do like the big play potential, and I think they're going to be good throughout the year. But like it's just like questionable shit like that. Like they don't think Kamara can do it in the red zone or something.
Weird. I think
don't they still have Jamal Williams?
Yeah, that motherfucker. He's so old. He ain't got no juice left.
Yeah.
I'm committed to this division sending too, though.
I don't know. Like the Saints are just so. They could fall off at any point, and I wouldn't be surprised.
They're just I don't know. Their offense was so explosive to start the year, but I think it's because don't they have a new OC this year?
Mm-hmm. Clint Kubiak.
Okay, I mean, and it might just be like teams didn't know what to expect.
Yeah, I mean, Olave looks really good.
Yeah. And Rashid Shaheed looks good.
Rashid looks good. That defense but he's also one of those guys that makes just stupid mistakes.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He muffed a punt.
Yeah.
For a touch to give them a touchdown.
Yeah. And like that's why like the Falcons, I don't even know. You win this game, but like your defense had a touchdown, your punt had a touchdown. You didn't really do shit.
I think that Kirk is really struggling to find how to figure out how to run that offense. I think that they're trying to. Just watching him the last few weeks because he's been on primetime and stuff, he looks confused because their best, the way they've been moving the ball, the best has been when they're in 2-minute drills, and walking down the field, and it's simple stuff you're just going through. But I mean, even against the Steelers, I mean that fucking I don't even remember like a butt fumble happened because he motioned a guy and then needed him to stay because the play clock was running down. Like there's just too much complicated shit going on.
Mm-hmm.
And it's still the start of the year. So, I mean, I can't hate on it. They're 2-2. I mean, they're competing for that division. But I think that
it's just weird.
It scares me because if he can't figure that out in a couple weeks, they're really going to be in some trouble because that Bucks offense, now they had that one stinker week, but that Bucks offense looks to be getting going. They have a good room with Bucky Irving and Rachaad White, in my opinion. Fucking Evans and Godwin are hooping. Baker looks good. Their defense is sketchy.
They just have injuries throughout that secondary, really.
Yeah, and I mean, you lost Carlton Davis, and I mean, I think the Falcons, if Kirk can get it down, is my favorite to win that division.
I think so too. If they figure it out, that would be my favorite. But as of now, with how everything's looking, I'm going to go with the Bucks.
Yeah. Just off recency bias, it'd be the Bucks.
They can't get Pitts involved.
No,
Bijan for he looks great when they pass him the ball. For some reason, he's only averaging like 3 yards a carry. Even Tyler Algier, like when I see him, he plays good. So I don't understand how this offense is not scoring more. Go ahead.
I legit think it's a Lions situation with that backfield. Like Gibbs, like Bijan, is the better back and is the future back. But as of this current time, Algier should be getting a split workload.
And because he's playing good.
He had 1,000 yards.
He's 10 yards a carry. Not actually, but like it feels like it to me when I'm watching him.
They're one of those teams that because they don't really have that big target down the field, and especially it really could be Pitts, but like it seems like he's in the offense one game and then out of it the next game.
I just don't get why they don't use him. He's 6'6" and runs a 4.5. Fucking use your big target, man. Throw him the ball in the red zone. Throw it up. Just throw it up and let him go get it.
3 targets, 0 catches last week.
And then Raheem Moore saying that because there was a quote about like his stats and everything else, it kind of resulted to fantasy as well. He's like, stats are for losers and everything else like that. But I'm like, he could legit help you. He could legit be your best weapon on offense.
You have Drake London, who's 6'4", 6'3". He's a big receiver too. Like I'm
watching Drake London make really good catches.
Yeah,
make some
Drake London
plays.
Drake London is coming out.
Win the game. Like
he is making some plays, but
like I don't know why they don't utilize Pitts.
And Darnell Mooney is also making some plays. So I don't understand how things aren't adding up.
I almost feel like that Falcons team, with all the specialty weapons they have, I think their OC is trying to do too much. I think he's trying to make it too specialized because you have a lot of explosive pieces in that offense, and it's making Kirk's job too hard. And it's just not coming together for him. Because, like, in my opinion, with how damn good Bijan is at not just running the ball, but I mean, at this point, he could be the number 2 receiver on that team if he really wanted to. And you have someone like Tyler Algier in that backfield. At this point, I'd almost fucking line up Bijan outside more than I'd put him in the backfield. I mean, he looks better catching the ball than he does running it. And you've got a workload back in Algier that you can use. And you're not using Pitts. So fuck it. Have Bijan run. Fuck it. Have Bijan run routes. Throw him a quick out. Get 5 yards. Get Kirk in a rhythm. I mean, you're other than that, you have Darnell Mooney and Ray McLeod. Don't get me wrong. They're playing
Mooney's
well,
been
but
playing really, really well.
Darnell Mooney's been hooping, but
I think they're just a next year team.
Probably.
I think they're a next year team. I think they need to go into the offseason and address some things that they really, really need. I still think they can add a piece or two to that defense, but offensively, it seems like they have everything they need. But I just think it's the continuity aspect of them having Kirk Cousins, who came from a system in Minnesota, which we've seen KOC can run that with any single quarterback. Like, it's a whole different scheme for him coming off the injury as well. Him not getting reps with these guys all offseason long is definitely showing right now. I think he's just out of sync at the moment with the guys. But I just think this is a next year team. I think they can be super, super dangerous next year because I think the Saints and the Bucks both will go to the playoffs this year with how the NFC is stacking up right now. I think both of those teams will go, and I think both those teams towards the end of the year will be looking a lot better than the Falcons, in my opinion.